HBCUs are back in business with Deion Sanders. Huh. Who would have thought it? Who would have thought it? Mm. If you missed it, Prairie View A&M is hosting something they call a mega camp. Okay. And their co-headliner is Deion Sanders of Colorado. Okay. Some are disturbed or disappointed, might be a better word, with the fact that you got HBCUs doing any kind of business with Deion Sanders at this juncture. And then some were a little ticked off initially when the graphic that came out didn't feature Jackson State University. So it seemed like you had numerous HBCUs that were going to be a part of it, but not Jackson State. But now we see that Jackson State, based on what I'm seeing, may be in the building. Okay, so the question is, should Jackson State University attend the Prairie View camp, since it features somebody who talked so disrespectfully about Jackson State? We're going to ask that question and we're going to talk about it. Okay. But before we do, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Okay. I am your homeboy first, and this is the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on, son. Okay. Again, like I said, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, of course, and put all your people on it. All up. All up. Send it to Keisha and them, Tracy and them, Ray and them, everybody in them. Okay? And tell them to get down with the movement. You feel me? But yeah, man. Jack State University, from what I see now, initially the graphic that was put out didn't feature Jack State University, but a graphic that I came across from Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club Twitter account. Shout out to them Kings over there. You feel me? It now features Jackson State on there. You feel me? So I guess we will be in attendance. You feel me? But let's take a step back real quick and look at what Prairie View is doing. Being in business with Prime in this situation. Now, I know some might think that no HBCU should be in business with Cuz, because really, yeah, he would come for Jack State, but it seemed like he was coming for the HBCU culture as a whole, like it was some backward shit that some can't get right type of shit, and that he was so superior because he's an NFL player and he been places that we don't know nothing about. Okay. But you gotta remember, Prairie View got a NFL player as a coach too. Okay. Coach Bubba is an NFL player. Okay. And a lot of these NFL players, man, they really on that same shit. They stick together. So like what you saw from Eddie Robinson Jr. over there at Alabama State, I think that's kind of why that was a little surprising, given the fact that he's in the NFL fraternity as well. But shit, he is swag though, like he said. He's swag for real, for real. So maybe that's why he felt some type of way in that moment. But with Coach Bubble, I guess he just on some shit. It's business. This ain't personal. It's business. I know this man, from our ties with the league or whatever. I know with his name and his program being attached to something, you got extra eyes on it. Might be able to get extra kids here and really goddamn pick up some kids that can help your program. I'm just thinking that I don't know, of course. I'm not locked into Prairie View like that, like I am with Jack State University. So I don't know. I'm just speculating that this is what the king is thinking. You feel me? Um, and I can't knock him from that. For that, excuse me. I can't knock him for that. I'm hoping now. Let me amend that statement. I'm hoping that he does not share Prime's view. That he doesn't agree with Prime within the shit he said. That he hasn't absolved Prime within the shit that he said. I hope that he's looking at his business and an opportunity to help his program. That's what I hope is happening. And I hope Jack State can do the same. If Jack State chooses to attend, like what I'm seeing, seems like they're going to attend, I'm hoping that Coach TC go out there, goddamn, find us a stud. Shit, fuck it. Just do business. Just do business. Let motherfuckers like me keep raising hell about the shit. And I'm not going to stop that because, again, what that man was saying was detrimental to my movement, which is a movement which to get black people out of the virtually permanent underclass state that we've been in since 1619. That's what the fuck I'm trying to do. So when you got somebody sit up there and say the shit that Prime said, I'm gonna need a full throated apology before I feel better about that brother. Okay. But in terms of business, separating that shit from business, I can understand what Prairie View's coach is doing. I can understand that we finna go over there. I can understand that. I really can. Uh, but again, I'm hoping these coaches ain't just feeling like that man was really saying some real shit, and they glad. I'm hoping that they're not glad that he said what he said, because some people trying to put that shit out there, like that motherfucker was exposing shit that needed to be fixed, and they glad that he said it. Somebody they did the same thing with Ed Reed. I'm gonna talk about Bethune Cookman a little later. I'm hoping that's not what the case is. Like with Eddie George, I told y'all when I was on King Doc Holliday's platform. Shout out to that King. A lot of people trying to big up Eddie George. When he sat down with Shannon Sharp, like he took this different approach from Prime. But I heard a lot of the same shit from Eddie George I heard from Prime. It just wasn't as bombastic. You feel me? He didn't say Prime was wrong with anything he goddamn said. You feel me? So a lot of these NFL cats, they gonna feel this way, especially when they've gone to these PWIs, and they got treated the way they got treated because of their play. Went on to the NFL, had success, got treated the way they got treated because of that. They just like they've separated themselves a lot of times from the hoods that they come from. So the some of the struggles and some of the challenges the HBCUs have, they don't really get it. It doesn't register with them because they've been separated from that from the moment that some coach recognized they were big, strong, and fast, and that they got special treatment. You feel me? So they just can't. They just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and I'm not saying Prairie View's coach doesn't get it. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that many of these guys don't. And because of that, they are not as offended by what Prime said on his way out. They're not. And several of them have the aspirations that he has. They want to perform well at the FCS level and then move up like he did. That's what their dream is. They do. Now I don't know if they understand yet that motherfucker is Deion Sanders. It's some celebrity worship that go with that. It ain't just coaching football that go there. We won big at Jack State. We didn't win the big shit. We didn't win the Celebration Bowl, but we won big within the SWAC at Jack State University. We got a lot of eyeballs on us. We made Sports Illustrated. We got CBS, 60 Minutes. You know what I'm talking about? But a lot of that's because of Prime and the mega celebrity that he is. Coach Bubba ain't got that. Eddie George ain't even got that. He a former Heisman winner. You feel me? So I know they thinking maybe they can goddamn follow the Prime blueprint, but part of what Prime is able to do with attracting recruits, because that's why they wanted him at Colorado. Part of the reason he's able to do that because of his mega watt personality. Okay. And he's been that. He's prime time. So I don't know. I'ma say I ain't tripping. We go to the goddamn camp. I ain't tripping at all. You know what I'm talking about? I hope we go find some fucking studs that we can bring back to the program, and turn the fuck up. Business is business. I ain't tripping off that, but I ain't finna let up. No, no, no. Not until we get an apology. Because that was fucked up. The lies and all that shit that just played into the white supremacist narrative that black people are inferior because HBCUs are black run. So when you say all that kind of shit that he was saying, that plays into that narrative. So I ain't letting up until then. If we get that, and y'all let me know what y'all think about this. If we get that, I think we may be able to see something positive between the university and Prime, down the line, like once he ages, there have been bad breakups before, and people make amends. Do you think that could happen? Because part of this shit with him being involved in this is probably trying to help his reputation. Like he just turn his back on the culture. Like he'll lend his name and celebrity, to help out Prairie View in this situation. And of course he helping himself too. But to help out Prairie View and attract more eyeballs and attract more kids to an event like that. He gonna argue, and him and his camp and his supporters gonna argue that shows that he really for the cause, and it was just Jackson State because they were stealing and they were doing all this dirty stuff. Yeah, I know that. But I'm talking about down the line if there's some contrition, as he gets older, and maybe we win more SWAC championships and maybe get a few celebration bowls under our belt. And he does have a lot of Jack State players out there. It's like Jack State West. God damn. Maybe everybody takes a chill pill and say, okay, maybe you can come back to Jacktown, and we can maybe reminisce on the good moments of that era. I don't know. Do y'all think that's even possible after everything that's gone down? Let me know. All right. But when it comes to this camp, Coach T said if we go out there, go goddamn get us a dog. All right. Put it on something.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?